Hey guys, and welcome to today's Ask Chantal. I am Chantal and I'm going to be answering questions. So today's topic is depression. Depression is something that I have really struggled with my entire life. I've been fighting against depression for as long as I can remember, and I just really wanted to discuss it with you guys today because I feel like a lot of people might be depressed and don't really know what to do about it, whether you're scared to tell someone or you just don't want to admit it to yourself. Depression can be really like involving over your entire life. It can really take over, and I've had this happen nonstop throughout my life. I go through phases usually every winter. So the first things I notice myself is I really draw myself away from people. I spend a lot of time on my own and I just don't want to be the really social person that I am usually. Usually I'm very extroverted and I like to be around people, and I'm usually very charged and like recharged by other people as energy. But when I get depressed, I find that I just really want to spend time by myself. I spend a lot of time sleeping and a lot of time on my own and a lot of time thinking really negative thoughts about myself. And a lot of these thoughts I would never think if I wasn't depressed. And one of the things that I like to do when I'm depressed to help pull myself out of it is I go and I talk to a family member or a friend, and I just will talk everything out. And this just helps let me vent. It makes me feel not alone, and it can be really hard to initially say, "Mom, I'm not feeling okay. I am feeling sad all the time and everything like this, but can I talk to you? I need someone to talk to." It can be really hard to go and ask for that initial talk, but once you do it, I honestly think it's one of the best things that you can do. Another thing I recommend is going and talking to a professional. If you think that you are depressed, whether you are or you're not, but if there is a chance that you are, or you have any other mental condition, I recommend that you go and talk to a professional. They can help either through talking with the same issue as the last thing I just mentioned, with needing someone to talk to, or like I have to take medication for my depression, otherwise it happens all of the time. In my life, I have had depression so bad that I've become suicidal, which is not good. So I definitely recommend, especially if you're at that point, go seek help. You're not going to be looked at as weak. You're going to be looked at as a strong person because you know that you need help. And I believe that some of the strongest people are the ones that can admit that they need help in their life. A lot of people try to live their life kind of just not asking for any help because I feel like a lot of people think that makes them stronger, but in reality I think that you really do need to ask for help sometimes. Yeah, I feel like talking to people, getting professional help, and just kind of looking back at how you were a month ago and seeing if you're the same kind of person, seeing if you react to things the same, see if you look at life the same, and just kind of evaluating and say, I don't. I spend a lot of time on my own. I am very negative and all of this has been happening. So those are some of my tips for you. I hope that it kind of helps. I know it's just kind of the tip of the iceberg on depression, but seriously, if you have any other questions, I definitely recommend either Googling it. Google has so many answers for everything, or just going and talking to a professional, whether it's your family doctor or a healthcare professional. It helps so much. So yeah, that is Ask Chantal for today. Like this video if you enjoy me giving advice. Usually, yeah, it's usually just kind of more of a heart-to-heart. I'm talking. None of this is professional advice. It's just kind of how I feel on a subject. So if you have any more questions, talk to a professional, and you can email this email and you can give me any questions that you might have. It will be anonymous to the viewers in the future. I will not put out your name unless you leave them as comments down below. You might have your name used, but if you send them to that email, 100% anonymous. I definitely recommend the email because I know sometimes it's really hard and you really want to ask a question, but you don't want people to know who you are asking and such. So you can do that. This is really long-winded, but I hope you guys have an amazing, fantastic day. This is awesome as you are, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.